Hi, I'm Sandy, and welcome to Life with Sandy. Well, good morning. Today is Thursday, June 16th, and we have one birthday. Today is Jen's birthday. She's Sue Warren's daughter. So Jen, I think she's 41 today. Oh, I was 41 just the other day. I'm going to be 72 in September. Just shows you how fast life goes by. Enjoy your birthday, Jen. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jan. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope you have a great birthday because you get it all by yourself. Nobody else is singing. Look at me. Be kind. My shirt. Yay. Anyway, I just got back from my walk. It was hot. Let me tell you. I thought I got it in early enough, but I don't know if you can see it's breezy, but it's a hot breeze. But at least it's a breeze. It's better than walking in stifling heat. I didn't realize that it rained last night, and I watered all my plants when I got back from my walk. And when I got back here, because we didn't put the covers on the cushions because I didn't know it was supposed to rain, my favorite chair where I sit and read was soaking wet. So I have the cushion sitting in the sun over there so it can dry out because I have therapy this afternoon. I have to do a little bit of house cleaning because it's kind of lazy this week. I didn't do any on Monday. I just got to sweep my floors and vacuum and water my plants. I watered all my plants outside, so now I got to water my plants inside. I'll try to remember. We did get the fan up yesterday. I meant to show you. That was a trip in itself because the cap that we put on, I was laughing at Jim. I told you he had to MacGyver it. It's kind of hard to explain, but here, let me show you. Okay, up there, that little cap he had to pull off. I don't know if I can show you from outside. And then we hung the fan. But he had to tie a string onto that one bar, and then he threw the rope over, and then pulled it up, and then snapped it into place. Yeah, see, what he did was, you have to put it over through the top. So what he did was he threw a rope over to the side and tied a rope onto the end, and then he just kind of wheeled it in and then snapped it into place. Oh, that man of mine, he figures out a way. But, and then he hung the fan after that, which really makes a difference out here. Really, I don't have the fan on right now, but like when we sit here at night, we got lights that go around. If I remember tonight, I'll show you the lights when it's dark. It's really very a mood relaxing. It really is a nice place to sit at night. And then, especially to read, it's a little cooler. I usually go in my pool at night, more so in the night than in the daytime. Because then I put my pajamas on and I'm all relaxed. I don't like taking a bath. I don't like taking a bath because I feel like you're wallowing in your filth. But somehow in a pool, there's a filter going, cleaning all that filth up. So I don't have a problem with just lounging in the pool for about an hour, get my pajamas on, and then coming out here and just reading till it gets too dark to read. And then sometimes I just sit out here in the dark. I light my little candles that keep the mosquitoes away. I know there's a name for them. It starts with a C. Sorella, something. You know what I'm talking about. We put those up. And then it's just very relaxing sitting out here. Jim has TV, so if he wants to watch his baseball game, that doesn't bother me. The noise in the background when I'm reading, it doesn't bother me at all. But speaking of reading, I finished the book of Cold Cases last night by Simone St. James. What can I say? It's very well written. If you like this type of writing style, it's very well written. It's not my particular type of style that I like, and it kind of took a turn a little bit into the book, far enough into the book. Well, let's face it, I finish any book I start. I really do. Whether I like it or not, I finish any book I start. But it took a turn that's not my style of writing. It kind of wrapped it all up at the end. It's not one I would give 100% recommendation to. And I don't want to say how the style of writing is because it kind of give it away, because it's intricate to the plot where it goes off in the other direction. But it's very well written. I'm not going to say that it was like poorly written, and it kept my interest. I did keep my interest, and I finished it in a day and a half, so obviously it can't be that bad. But now we're going to read the last story of Minna Lee by Nancy Joanne Kim. Margot Lee's mother, Minna, isn't returning her calls. It's a mystery to the 26-year-old Margot, until she visits her childhood apartment in Koreatown, LA, and finds that her mother has suspiciously died. This discovery sends Margot digging through her past, unraveling the tenacious, invisible strings that held together her single mother's life as a Korean War orphan and an undocumented immigrant, only to realize how little she truly knew about her mother. Now this sounds pretty good. Hopefully it doesn't take a turn like the other one did. But we just got more pages, 381 pages. That might take me a little bit longer, but this is the book I will be starting probably tonight. The last story of Minna Lee. And like I said, the book of cold cases, it was okay. I wouldn't say not to read it, but I wouldn't recommend. It's not going to be high on my reading list of things I'd recommend. But I have therapy at 3 o'clock this afternoon. I do plan on eating a breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I did plan out my day. It's a little heavy on the fruit, but it's summer. It's summertime, 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 summertime. Hopefully I don't get copyright infringement because I sung so well. Not. But anyway, so I got that. I got my breakfast, my lunch, and my dinner all planned. Jim and I are going to go to Best Buy because once again, something's wrong with I don't like a surround sound system. The TV sounds fine for me. Jim's got to have all the gizmos and gadgets and everything. Aaron put all together. Jim doesn't like it. So AT&T I called them at 9:15. They said they would call me back within 38 minutes. They called me back at 10:55. And so then they wanted to do all of the uploads and unplug the gateway and everything. I said, no, it's the box. I've been trying to tell you it's the box for the last 2 months because I have 3 other boxes and all 3 of them are working fine. My internet's working fine. My phone's working fine. I don't want to mess with the gateway. Just send me another box. That's all I want. Send me another box. So she says, well, we just sent you. And I said, no, you didn't. You said you were going to send me one. You did not send me one. So supposedly I'm going to get it tomorrow. It's supposed to be delivered by FedEx. And then I got a notification from FedEx this morning that my package is on the way. So we'll see. But this time she gave me a confirmation number. The last time I didn't get a confirmation number. I didn't ask for the confirmation number last time or this time, but now I think that's where I made my mistake last time. And then she gave me her name, which they always do anyhow. But, so, anyway. Oh, Jim and I always had, since we moved in, we put the pool in we moved in 2006. I think we put the pool in the summer of 2007 because we moved in November of 2006. So I'm almost positive because we love our pool. So I'm almost positive we put our pool in 2007. And I think in 2008 or 9 we bought a deck box that we put to keep all of the chemicals and stuff because it was just easier than going back and forth to the garage. And so then last year we got a hole in the top of the lid and we tried to duct tape it, MacGyver it as Jim tries to say, and it just wasn't working. So we went and bought a new deck box and we just moved it to a different area because it's way bigger than the other deck box that we had. We gave Jimmy the old deck box because even though it had a hole in it, he's just going to put it in this basement to store stuff. So he doesn't really care. He said he'll probably put some contact paper over the top to make it look pretty, but he's not worried about it. But so anyway, we put it, and then when spring came, we got this little, looked like a weed coming up where the deck box used to be. And so I said to Jim, I says, is that a weed or is that a plant? And he said, well, it looks like a weed. And I said, it looks like a weed to me too, but let's watch it and see, because there's, I got enough weeding. I can leave this one weed to see how it goes. And so we've been watching it and watching it. It's not a weed, it's a plant. Somehow our deck box kept it from growing. And like Gloria Gaynor, it said, I will survive. And it did. It's saying, I will survive every season. And then this season it's popped up. So before I go in the house now, I'm going to show you a little clip of the plant that we thought was a weed. Okay, we thought that was a weed. It looks like it's going to be a flower. There's our new deck. Not our new deck. That's our new deck box to keep our chemicals in. But we think that's there's our new deck box. There's the plant that we think was a weed. This tree needs to be, the bush needs to be trimmed. Desperately. Okay, it's breakfast time. My quote is, always remember to thank the people in your life. Today is Thursday, June 16th. It is an 11-point breakfast. 3 points for my banana, 3 points for my grapefruit, 1 point for my laughing cow, 4 points for a half of a bagel, and 0 for my eggs and tea. 11 points. Okay, I'm back from my therapy. I'm going to have a bowl of fruit with an ounce of cheese and a glass of water. It is a 7-point lunch, 4 points for my cheese and 3 points for my cup and a half of fruit. 7 points, so I've used 18. I still have 13 points left for dinner. Well, let me tell you, that was a workout. It was hot in there too. And I know it's not because it was hot. It was because I was working out. But I really liked this guy, Travis. He was really good with me. Because I would have... He says, oh, I see what you mean about your balance. It was... But they started off, I had to do... I had to ride on a recumbent bike for 8 minutes. So I did that. And then I had to do some balancing acts. Like the circus animal that I am. More like a circus clown. But I had to stand on a balance board that was uneven and kind of balance back and forth, and then I had to turn sideways and balance back and forth, and then I had to touch a cone, with my foot. I had to keep my balance touching a cone, and then I had to do some exercises, leg exercises, and then he had me walking, sidestep, and marching and all that good stuff, and then I had to go up and down stairs. He did the stairway. That was scary, but we did the stairway, and then he made an obstacle course. Like I said, circus dog. I had to go on. It was like more than once he had to grab hold of me, and then more than once I pointed it out, and he says, well, I was hoping you would be aware of it, that I was supposed to lift my leg over that little obstacle, but I was like swinging it around. So I said, no, and I did tell him, I said, I'm swinging it around rather than lifting it. And he said, yeah, we're going to work on that. But 45-minute workout, so half-hour walk this morning, 45-minute workout at basically the gym. I was thinking of you, Joan. Joan's pointed plate. It seemed like her HIIT training to me. I don't know what her HIIT training is. I know this has nothing comparison to it, but that's what I felt like I was doing my own HIIT training at the point. But I'm very optimistic that I want to see progress. And like even when they put me on the recumbent bike, she says you can decide if you want to be on it 4 minutes or 8 minutes. I chose 8 minutes because I'm thinking I'm dedicated to this, like I am with my weight loss. I'm dedicated to getting my balance back, and you know what? It's going to be so perfect because I'm quite sure when we go to Mount Rushmore, there's going to be a lot of walking on uneven surfaces, and so I want to have my confidence with that. And I think that I will have that with that. And then a lot of the exercises I did here, I can do at home. Some of them are like heel to toe and balancing, and I can do those. So I can work on them every day as I'm waiting to go back next week. I think I go back on Tuesday next week. And I know it really wasn't hot in there. It's just because I'm so out of shape. Even though I walk, I don't exercise. And I know that walking is exercise, but I told you I don't consider it exercise. Because when you do this and you can feel your muscles in your legs, which is what he's working on, is to strengthen the muscles in my legs, which is definitely what I need. Oh, look, Jim didn't turn our garage lights off. Oh no, it was just the sun shining on them. Okay, never mind. But anyway, I just know that this is going to be, I'm really glad that I'm doing it. I really am. I don't have any qualms about it now. Today when I was going, I'm thinking, is this really going to do anything? I do think that the plan that he has set up for me is going to work. I really do. So, and then David called me in the middle of, we dropped you there for a minute. Oh, and it's still on. What do you know? Anyway, David called me in the middle of my session there, and I had to tell him to call me back. I'll call him back, so I call him back, and he must be in the shower or something because he got off of work. So I left him a text to call me back. But if you could remember Sparkling Susan, her dad's in assisted living, and she's really in need some prayers, not only for herself, but for her dad. Anybody that's gone through that, to see their parent struggle, it's hard. It really is hard. I know that from my own experience with my mom. My mom lived with me for 14 years, and she was with me towards the end. So it's hard to see, and that's why I'm doing this therapy, is because I don't want to be in that position sooner than I have to be, because I don't want to be in it at all, but if it's inevitable, I'd rather it be like years from now. But if you could remember Sparkling Susan and her dad in your prayers, I would really, really appreciate it. So, okay, as you can see, we're home. Get in the house where it's air conditioning. Now I'm going to be glad that there's air conditioning, because it's hot today again. Okay, talk to you soon. Okay, now we are on our way to Best Buy, so Jim can check out and see what's wrong with our surround sound. Correct, Mundo?
Exactly.
Any words of wisdom?
No, not today.
He's boring. Well, Jim has decided just to keep his soundbar that he has. Although I really was surprised you didn't take the one.
Yeah, I figure, what the heck. You know, we got that app on your phone that we can do some adjustments on it.
We hope.
Anyways, so.
He seems to. I didn't really have a lot of confidence in him.
But we shall see what we shall see.
Did you think he knew what he was talking about?
Yeah, sort of.
No, not all. Okay. Talk to you soon. Okay, I don't feel like cooking, so I'm just going to have a sub. I wrote it in my book, though. An iced tea with some diet cranberry juice. It's 13 points for my Subway BLT, and my iced tea is 0. I have my sub still wrapped up. I got to unwrap it. I have like a regular BMT, which is like an Italian sub. I have lettuce, tomato, green peppers, red peppers, onions, and some pickles on it. So that's my dinner. So 13 points for dinner, 7 points for lunch. That brought it to 20. 11 for my breakfast, 31. I get 31 points in a day. Hit my target right on the nose. Well, it's not really dark enough to see the lights, but you can see them a little bit over in here. See a little bit of the lights. And there's the fan. There's my flowers. Okay, nothing like editing your video with Jim out here with you.
Just try to help whenever I can.
He wants me to put the soundtrack to what?
What's the name of that? Flashdance.
Flashdance. She's a maniac. He was making,
when you work out.
When I work out. Such a nice guy. What else? You made fun of me about something else too.
Oh, when you were talking about the lights.
What lights?
The garage lights.
Oh, yeah. He said, squirrel. Jim usually doesn't watch me do my editing for that main reason. I don't know why we're sitting here watching the baseball game through the window. I don't know if you can see. Rather than the actual TV.
Oh, because I can sit here outside. There's a nice little breeze out here right now. And I can watch the game at the same time.
You could have watched it on the TV there.
I didn't feel like taking the cover off.
Anyway, Melissa's in the pool. She didn't bring her bathing suit. We had to bring her back to the house to go get her bathing suit. There's Wolfie. Oh, I keep trying to get a video of the dog behind me. I don't know if you've seen the dog. Their dog, I don't know what their dog's name is behind us.
I don't know.
But they have like a little deck box too. And the dog sits up on the fence, puts both of his paws up on the top, And he's just like looking around, like, what are you doing in your yard? What are you doing in your yard? And every time I get my camera to take a film of him, he's camera shy and he disappears. I'm bound and determined this summer.
He disappears?
He disappears. I am bound and determined this summer to get a picture of, or a video of him, because he's just so darn cute. He's a big dog. He barks.
Rin Tin Tin.
He barks all the time. But anyway, so what are we going to tell everybody, Jim?
About what?
That we're done.
Yeah, you're done.
Like. What else?
Be kind.
That too. Like, comment, subscribe, and share.
And mimeograph.
Yes, we got to get that in. See you tomorrow.